Hi everyone, it's Susie Lee with 66 degrees. Just wanted to share a really great use case for Gemini. So I'm expanding my team and I'm having more of my team actually participate in the interview process. I've got some folks that have not been an interviewer, so I'm preparing a gem and a notebook LM for them to help them guide or have just questions available if they get stuck. So the first thing we're going to do is go to the Gemini app. And then we're going to go into explore gems, and then we're going to create a new gem. So I'm going to call this customer success associate interview. Oops. And then I'm going to ask it, or I'm going to put a knowledge base. I just found out you can actually add folders as knowledge, so you don't have to add these individually, which is pretty cool. And then I'm going to put in the command, create a gem to help me ask questions for candidates specific to this customer success associate role. And then with all things Gemini, I put that one sentence in, and I'm going to use the magic pencil to create something very specific. And while that's generating, so gives information about the role, and it's going to give me behaviors and rules, interview process, feedback mechanism, and overall tone. So I like that. So let's go ahead and save this as a gem. I'm very, very casual with my interviews. I'm very conversational. I like to know the person, kind of their background. But I've been in interviews where it's very structured. They have like 10 questions they have to ask. So, it really just depends on your style. But I think in the beginning, it does help to have a list of questions available. So let's ask it something very simple. So I'm going to ask it a few things. So first one is going to be very simple and generic is, give me 3 questions to make sure this candidate is qualified based on the role. While I was doing this, I also thought maybe you have an actual resume of the candidate you're going to interview. So you can actually feed the resume into this gem and ask questions based specific to this person. So you can look at the interview like, why is this person a good fit? Maybe they were at a job for multiple years and whatever it is. So you can make this as customized as you would like. But with this general gem, you can do multiple candidates with it. So we asked it, give me 3 questions to make sure the candidate is qualified based on the role. So the first one is this role requires you to anticipate potential issues and work proactively, often while managing multiple projects and paying close attention to detail. Can you tell me about a time you were juggling several client-related tasks and identify a potential problem before it escalated? And then how do you identify it and specific steps you took to resolve it? So really thoughtful question based on the role. It has multiple questions for each question. So maybe you want to pick the one that you resonate the most with the role, and then go from there. So I really like these. This is a great gem. I'm definitely sharing this with the team. And then I'm going to ask it another question that's also very general. Give me 2 questions to see if this candidate can quickly adapt to customer situations. So I'm going to go through the job recommendation rec and then pull in questions for that as well. I really like these interviewing questions, talent acquisitions. We work with a lot of customers in talent acquisition, and they are the biggest fans. So this is really cool. I've seen them create gems with using resumes. I've seen them use Notebook LM for the specific thing as well. So second question, imagine you are on a call with a client to review their quarterly progress using a presentation you and your manager prepared. Midway through, the client interrupts and says their main point of contact just left the company and now they're freezing all their new initiatives. How do you pivot the conversation to ensure the rest of the meeting is still valuable for the customer given the change? Great question. There's a lot of things that are coming to my mind about things that I would do and how I would pivot. I think this is a great way to see how they can think a little bit under pressure on the spot. So I like it. And then one more that I want to ask Gemini is, Help me ask 2 questions to see if this candidate can keep organized and prepare for their meetings. This is really important, especially when you have a fairly large portfolio of clients and projects. I live and die by my calendar. I know I've shown you many tricks and tips on managing your calendar. And so it's really important for me and my team to make sure you're organized and always prepared. So these are the 2 questions. I know I picked number 1 for all of them. I'm going to pick number 2. Imagine you're assisting your manager in key client presentation. The goal is to review progress and identify new growth opportunities. What steps would you take in a day leading up to the meeting to research the client, understand their recent initiatives, and help prepare for necessary reports and slides? That's okay. It's not my favorite. I think the other ones are a little bit better. Maybe let's look at number 1. The role involves managing multiple projects at once. Yeah, I like this first one better. So, from this, I've got several really good questions. So I think this gem is a winner. And again, if I feed the resumes, specific resumes into it, I think you can get some really great questions. All right, let's go to Notebook LM and create a notebook for this position. I'm going to start and I'm going to go to Drive and pull the document from Drive. I like using Drive for, I don't know why, it's just easier for me. And I find sometimes if I use a link, it's not as reliable and have problems with it not being public. So customer success associate job description. Let's go ahead and see what kind of output we get by using the questions we previously used. So give me 3 questions here for to make sure this candidate is qualified based on the role. So 1, it's assessing. Question, can you describe a challenge or scenario where you have managed multiple high priority customers or projects? So it's very similar to what we had previously. So I actually do really like this because it breaks it down. The headers are great, assessing stakeholder communication, composure under pressure. This is really nice. Some of it doesn't make sense, like this shouldn't be a number, but it's fine. It's pretty good. Let's test the second one as well. Give me 2 questions, see if this candidate can adapt quickly. Again, you can add the resume. I've had clients who actually add the resume. They add the resume and the job description and they start asking questions based on it. Definitely could do that as well. Notebook LM is great because it's grounded search or containerized search, so you have less hallucinations and you get very specific answers to it. So account coordinator role often involves managing situations with clients' request or project changes direction abruptly or on high priority escalation occurs. This is great. I'm going to send this and share this with my team. Thanks for joining. Let me know if you have any questions and if this is a great use case for you.